back to my channel. Hold on, you guys. Did you guys see my new intro that I made? Because I am so proud of myself. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but it took me like 3 or 4 hours to do because, long story, my computer like ended up freezing and then I had to start over and then I changed it up and then it wasn't letting me do some stuff. But that is the final outcome and I am so obsessed with it. It does feel a little bit different because I don't have to say like my usual intro, but that's gonna be my new intro for a while and I hope you guys like it. Let me know in the description box if you guys like my new intro. And yeah, today we're gonna be doing this French tip nail using only acrylic. I am going to be doing something a little different than my usual way of doing French tips. Like I said, it is using only acrylic, but this time I am actually not going to be encapsulating. As you have seen in previous videos of mine, I have always encapsulated with clear acrylic, but I'm trying it a different way just to see which way I like better. And it definitely has its pros and cons, and I'll be talking about it along the way. But yeah, I hope you guys like today's video and keep on watching. So the tips that I am using today are from my website and they are the extra long C-curve nail tips. Right now they are currently sold out. You guys sell me out so fast. This is like my best selling product ever since it came onto my site, and like I know exactly why. They are amazing. They are super duper long. They are C-curve and I just love them so much. And like I said, they are currently sold out, but they will be coming back to the website in a few weeks. Stay tuned, always stay updated. I always post about my restocks on my Crafts by 9 Instagram page, so make sure you guys go follow. It is different than my Beauty by Myra page. The Crafts by 9 one is my shop. So I upload like all the items that we have and like videos and repost pictures of people using our items. And then my Beauty by Myra one is me posting nail pictures of myself, ones that I do, like nail tutorials, things like that. So it is different and I do have 2 different Instagrams. So make sure you guys follow them both. And keep up with them. I post as often as I can and I always try to, do different things. I post every single day on my Beauty by Myra page and like 3 or 4 times a week on my Crafts by 9 page. But yeah, in today's question of the day, and sorry you guys, I did not have time to shout out the first 3 people that commented on the last one, but I will be doing it on the next one. Comment down below if you prefer straight or curved nail tips. It definitely varies. I have always been the person that doesn't like curved nail tips, and by curved I don't mean C-curve. I'm talking about like the actual nail tip. This nail tip is straight. Even though it does have a C-curve, it's a straight nail tip. But there are curved nail tips that like curve down your nail. And me personally, I don't like it on myself. I do like find a lot of designs of people that use curved nail tips. They make beautiful designs and they look pretty. But on myself, I don't like it. So I always prefer straight nail tips. They can be straight C-curve nail tips or just straight nail tips. So let me know down in the comments what you guys prefer, whether it be straight nail tips or curved nail tips. And the first 3 people to answer, I will be shouting you guys out in the next video. And yeah, so let's get started with the actual application. I am using Nude Panther, which is, as you guys know, my absolute favorite nude acrylic. I 1000% recommend it. It is from Not Polish, and you guys can also use my discount code Myra to save more money off of your order. And yes, Nude Panther. This is actually a video I made like over a month ago. So this Nude Panther acrylic is still pretty much full, but fast forward to now and it's empty. And I'm on my second one, so that's how much I absolutely love this acrylic. On the pinky, middle, and pointer finger, I am doing the French tip, And then on the ring finger, I am applying the Nude Panther on the entire nail. because we're actually going to be doing like a little candy cane glitter thing going on, and I will explain that later on. So the first thing I do is I grab the Nude Panther, and I'm going to be doing the actual French like tip. And what I do is I like to do like a 2 or 3 bead method. And the different technique that I use this time, because I'm not going to encapsulate, I have to make the acrylic thicker, because the reason for encapsulating is to create the thickness that you want for the nail. Like, you can apply very little colored acrylic, but if you apply a lot of the clear acrylic, it makes up for it and creates that thickness of the nail that you want. I hope I'm explaining myself well. So since I'm not using any clear acrylic, the thickness has to be exactly what I want it to be when I apply the nude and the colored acrylic. I'm obviously going to go in and file, so you kind of have to eyeball it and make sure that, you know, the thickness is there and it's not too thin, and all of that. So I create that French tip look, and I have mentioned before that when I do French tips, I try not to file the nude acrylic. I try to make it like as nice as I can. So I definitely play around with the brush, and I feel like I'm an alright French tip like I am able to do a French tip pretty good. I'm not saying I'm the best, definitely not, but I think I'm like alright. I have not done it on an actual person, so I think I would be like extremely nervous. I'm obviously not taking any clients or anything, but I can only imagine like how nervous I would be if somebody asked me for that, because I feel like I would take forever. I've only done French tips on myself and on the mannequin hand, so it's a very, very different experience, I think, when you're actually doing it on a person. So yeah, I've only done it on those two, and I think I want to stick to that for a while, because I definitely need to keep practicing, because I'm definitely kind of scared to do that. So I'm applying the nude on all of the nails, like I said, and I'm using the Young Nails Greg signature brush, which I believe is number 10 or 12. I really, really like this brush, because even though it is a bigger number, it actually doesn't get too much acrylic when you're picking up a bead. And I really like it about that, because usually if you get like a number size 12 brush, it will pick up a lot of acrylic, and this one doesn't. So I really like that about it. Now it's time for the red acrylic, and I am using Not Polish M59 Fire Engine. This red is stunning, you guys. So this is a part where I'm talking about, so I'm not encapsulating, but I used up so much acrylic. This acrylic was brand new when I used it, and by the time I got done with the application of these 4 fingers, like I could tell I used so much acrylic. And that's the negative thing about not encapsulating, because you know, clear is more on the affordable side. You can get a lot more for its worth, and colored acrylic, like once you're done with that color, it's like that specific color, so it's a lot easier to get colored acrylic. Take that back, it's a lot easier to get clear acrylic. So that's like a con of not encapsulating. But pro of not encapsulating is that you don't have to like do the French tip application and then wait for it to dry and then file and then perfect it and then go back and do the clear. For me, it's very messy. A lot of times I leave like pieces of what's it called, like dust, once I file, and then once I go in with the clear acrylic, you can see that little dust inside, and it just takes up a lot more work in my opinion and a lot more time, but it does take less product. So those are the pros and cons for me. When I laid down the nude acrylic, I want it to be that height for the colored acrylic as well. So I did have to go in with like a big bead like 3 or 4 times to create that thickness to match the nude acrylic. And then don't worry about it being messy, like don't worry about it at all. We're gonna go in with the e-file, and like you gotta trust the process, especially when it comes down to French tip nails, because that's like the true definition of trusting the process, because you'll see it and you'll get scared, but the end result is absolutely stunning. So the thicker the better when it comes to the colored acrylic. And basically, like, it's fine if you overdo it, even though you are wasting more product, but you'll go in with the e-file and file that off. And I'm gonna be doing that to all the nails that have the French tip. And I already applied the nude acrylic to the ring finger. I did, I believe, like the 3 or 4 bead method on that. And I'm gonna leave that alone, because at the very end, we're gonna go in with the glitter and create that candy cane effect. And I will be explaining how I do that as well. Now that the acrylic is dry, I'm going in with a file. I'm using my 8080 file grit, and this is a file that I use on my mannequin hand all the time. I don't throw it out because I just use it on my mannequin hand, nobody else, not even myself. As you know, once you use a file, you do have to throw it away after every client, but I have to mention that because this is just a practice hand, and you know, I don't have to do that. So I have used it a couple times, and then I do throw it away. Like, I do, but just not, I had done one set right before this one, so that's why I had already used it, but I'm gonna throw it away. So yeah, I am filing on the sides, and make sure to keep the file at an angle to where it doesn't create a curve, because then it'll take away from the whole like tapered square shape that you are, or the what that I want. So just keep it like at a straight angle and go up and down, and you know, the tips as well. You can even file off the bottom if there's anything like sticking out or any part of the nail tip that is sticking out. Okay, so now I'm going in with my Valentino Beauty Pure e-file. I love that e-file. I've been using it for like almost a year, I think. And I am using this coarse drill bit from oh my god, I don't remember where I got it, but I will link it down in the description. And I absolutely love it. It is a safety bit because you definitely want to be careful when, sorry for like the camera shaking insane, but the camera was in my way, so I did hit it every time. But you have to make sure that your bit is a safety one. That's what the round part is, because if you get it close to the cuticle, it won't cut your client. If you use one that doesn't have the safety on it, then it will be like more square, and it can cause you to actually hit at the skin and make them bleed. And we don't want that, so I kind of always use the safety ones. I do have the other ones, but I prefer these even with the practice hand because I kind of like the way it like feels, the roundness. And yeah, so you just definitely check from different angles to see how the thickness is looking, where you need to hit it more, things like that. I did put the e-file at a pretty fast speed on the Valentino Beauty Pure e-file. It's like at a number 5 or 6, just because I did have a lot of red acrylic to take off, so I needed to get it like done fast. But if you do that on a client, the faster you go, the more heat you can actually create on the client, and they will feel it. Even though it does get the job faster for you, it can burn the client, and it feels weird. So I don't recommend you going too fast, but fast enough. So this is what it looks like. And I did this so long ago, you guys. I'm actually using my nail dust collector that the first one I've ever gotten, and I used it just because I know how much dust French tips can make. So I hadn't received the Melody Susie one yet, but like I have said, this one was like super loud and I really didn't like it, but it was the only one I had, so I still used it, and because I knew how much dust this set would have. But now I use the Melody Susie one, and I absolutely love it. I did a review on that. If you guys want to go check out that video, if you guys are interested in purchasing a nail dust collector, and I do have a discount code with them as well that you can use for that nail dust collector. So now I am completely done with the filing, and I'm gonna go in with the top coat. So I use a top coat. I grab a nail art brush, and I grab the top coat and just apply it exactly where I want the glitter to go, because it's gonna stick onto the glitter. I'm using the Nail House non-white gel top coat, and like I said, I apply it the way like the candy cane image is supposed to go. So it's like slanted, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but just know that wherever you lay this top coat and then you sprinkle the glitter, that's exactly where it's gonna stay. So I'm grabbing my mini spoon, and I grab this beautiful red glitter, and I just pour it over the entire nail. And I know it looks crazy right now, but it's only gonna stick to the part where you apply the top coat. So you tap away the dust. Don't do anything except put it into the light to cure. And once you cure it for 60 seconds. And then once you take it out, you can take off any of the excess glitter off with the nail dust brush. And the reason why I have a lot of glitter stuck is because the silicone practice hand, when you use glitter, it gets stuck like really good to the silicone part, so you kind of have to like wash it and things like that. But it's obviously not like stuck on there, it's only stuck where I applied the top coat. So now I'm going in with my Not Polish Gloss It, which is a top coat, and I am applying it to the nail because we are all done. And I didn't want to leave the like candy cane nail matte. I actually wanted it to be glossy as well, so I applied this same top coat to it, but I had to do it at an angle to where it didn't hit the glitter, but like it still got all the places where it's the nude acrylic. And that is basically all for today's video, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it, learned something, and you guys can try a different way of applying French tip acrylic if you guys were doing it the other way that I do. So hopefully you guys learned something new, and thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications to get notified every time I post a new video. Stay tuned to the end to see the final result, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.